What really happened to the Norris Nuts guinea pigs? Did the Norris Nuts give them away because they were moving into their new home, or did they sadly pass away? I have the answer, guys. Stay tuned. A lot of legends thought that the guinea pigs passed away. So many people are saying that Baz died. I don't know if it's real, but if he has, I feel so bad for Nazi. Maybe she has had Baz for a long time, and it might be the bad thing that Biggie was talking about. So in an old video, Biggie was talking about something that happened. Legends assumed it was one of the guinea pigs passing away. Keep watching to find out what exactly happened to the guinea pigs. I just want to give a quick shout out to this legend. Thank you so very much for tagging me in the T. If you want to shout out in a video, all you have to do is tag me in T on TikTok at NNT Abbie_. Hey Abby, in a Norris Nuts video where they make pods at 12:50, Saber mentions the 2 guinea pigs, which means they might be okay.
Yeah, we have, yes we are. We have 6 kids and 2 dogs and 2 guinea pigs. No, but we are getting kitty cat legends.
Saber says we have 6 kids, 2 dogs, and 2 guinea pigs. So there you guys have it. It seems like the guinea pigs are a-okay. Don't know why they haven't shown them recently in any of their vlogs, but Saber herself said that they are alive and well.
We have 6 kids and 2 dogs and 2 guinea pigs. No.
Oh my gosh, you guys, if you thought Rockelle's situation was bad, it just got worse. Ever since Piper's squad fell apart, we've been getting bits and pieces about what's been really going on behind the scenes with her mom, Tiffany Smith. Especially when it was announced that several ex-squad members were suing Piper's mom, Tiffany. This lawsuit has been in the works for over a year now, but as time goes by, there's more and more news coming forward about Tiffany and the horrible abuse she has caused on those children when they were a part of that squad. I mean, Tiffany Smith's public records are on the web for everyone to see, and well, it's been no secret that she really did put these kids through it. I mean, these kids actually came forward and briefly talked about what Tiffany put them through on their social media pages, but it wasn't until I read all of this I am truly disturbed. Now, there are some things that I can't even mention on this channel, but I will go over it and briefly share with you guys what's been going on and why she's being sued. This document is a complaint filed in the Superior Court of California, County of Los Angeles by several minors plaintiffs against Tiffany Rockelle Smith, Hunter Hill, Piper Rockelle. The plaintiffs allege that over several years they contributed their names, images, and likeliness to videos produced for Piper Rockelle's YouTube channel, generating significant revenue for defendants, but were never compensated and suffered abuse. After leaving the YouTube group, defendants conspired to interfere with plaintiffs' individuals' YouTube channels, diminishing their revenue. Plaintiffs are seeking damage for violation of their rights and intentional torts committed by defendants. So not only was Tiffany Smith forcing these kids to work long, grueling hours, they weren't even getting paid. Plaintiffs were never compensated by defendants, despite the fact that their contributions, including the use of their names, images, and likeliness on Piper's YouTube channel, generated significant revenue for defendants. After plaintiffs eventually left the squad, defendants conspired amongst each other to intentionally interfere with and sabotage plaintiffs' individual YouTube channels by driving subscribers and video views down. No way. Now, this is where it gets a bit too much for my channel personally. Here it lists a ton of abuse and sexual harassment that Smith caused on these ex-squad members, which, keep in mind, are minors and were minors at the time. But I will not be reading this on my channel. If you want to, I will link the website down below so you can check it out for yourself. But yes, it's pretty messed up, guys. All you need to know is that she's being sued for sexual battery and emotional distress. What do y'all think about this? Be sure to let me know in the comments down below. Fans are worried about Ronald's reposts again. So just recently, fans have noticed that Ronald has been reposting some sketchy things. Ronald has been reposting a ton of religious content, and his fans were shocked at first because they had no idea that he was, I guess, Christian. But that isn't necessarily what we're here to talk about today. So Ronald has been reposting a ton of sad videos, like this one. Do you still hate? But why? Hate is too heavy, I had to let it go. But they laughed at you. I forgive them. He also posted this similar video about being mad and forgiving with a Bible verse. Fans were left questioning, who is he mad at? Ronald also reposted this video. When you're talking to your mom and she randomly points out your insecurities. Now, it's no secret that Karina and Ronald had problems with their mom growing up. Don't really know too much about that, but I do know Karina made several TikToks about having a terrible relationship with her mother at the time. So could he be mad at his mom? And if it is his mom, why is he angry or can't forgive her? Maybe it has something to do with growing up on sis versus bro and being pressured or forced to create content for the parents just to make money.
Oh no, you guys, it seems like Ronald and Biggie have some beef going on. So Ronald from Sis vs Bro and Biggie from the Norris Nuts are going at it on social media. 15-year-old Ronald is best known for his YouTube channel Sis vs Bro that he shares with his sister Karina. The two decided to stop posting on their successful YouTube channel a few years ago, but just recently started posting this year. And surprisingly, their videos are still doing very well, reaching millions of views per video. Obviously, you guys know Biggie from the Norris Nuts. So there's this clip floating around and we can see Biggie talking about how much he can lift at a gym, and his father sort of makes a joke and says, well, Biggie can't lift as much as Ronald.
I actually bench 60 kilos, which is 10 more kilos more than my body weight.
And 30 kilos less than Ronald.
And Ronald actually reposted this video on his TikTok page. Major shade towards Biggie. Looks like lots of people are team Ronald. Him beefing with Ronald like he has a chance. Oh my goodness. So if you had to choose, whose team would you be on, Ronald or Biggie's? Let me know in the comments down below, guys.
So why are people upset with him for allowing his biological son to change their gender? So I'm sure you guys heard of Jonathan Joly. He is a Irish family vlog channel on YouTube, and he has 4 children at the time, 2 girls, 2 boys, until one of his kids decided to switch genders, and this caused the internet to go crazy. Some people were wondering why on earth would he allow his very young child to make this huge decision, especially on the internet. Others called Jonathan out and said that he is only using this to gain attention and popularity and to make easy cash, and is exploiting his child's sexuality.
Children became gay, I would be like, okay with that, that's fine, no problem. But when them change their gender identity, I would be paused for a moment and I would have to evolve.
It wasn't easy to change my entire perception of gender. I was in my 40s and I'd lived a life with a set of ideas.
What seemed like Jonathan just wanting to be a supportive parent to his young child, some people weren't buying his story and actually were calling Jonathan out and saying that he is definitely exploiting this whole thing for cash. I'm generally so sickened by this man taking away his daughter's rights to choose when, how, and to whom she comes out to. She's 7 years old. The entire world knows she's trans now. She will never ever get to choose who she tells when she tells them. She will never get to assist her own safety and security before telling her story. Despite all the negative feedback Jonathan received after his young child decided to come out and transition, it didn't stop Jonathan from sharing her story. I think people were upset with this because he really did milk her story, her transition, her coming out, and made like so many videos and started like clout chasing his daughter's coming out story. When family vlog channels decide to share too much of their personal lives with everyone online, it's hard to tell when are they being genuine about it or are they just like using this story for clout and views. I guess we can only hope this poor child isn't being exploited by her own father for clout. JoJo Siwa's dance group XOMG Pop's ex-member Leah in the hospital. As of right now, we don't have much information about the situation, but this is what Leah and her mom had to say. I had a surgery, I'm back home now. Yes, she had surgery. We didn't get great news, and unfortunately this may lead to much more complicated surgery. Please be praying for her. As you guys may know, Leah does have a spine disorder called spina bifida. Sadly, this isn't the first time the ex-XOMG Pop member has been hospitalized. Last year, Leah posted this on her Instagram. I just wanted to let everyone know that Leah was admitted to a hospital yesterday. The stress of everything is really affecting her health at this point. She's getting amazing care by doctors and nurses. We hope to be home soon. This was around the same time she left XOMG Pop, and all of the stress caused her to be hospitalized on top of her serious health condition. Honestly, I feel so bad for Leah. She just recently started high school and she is transitioning from being this pop star to just a normal teenage girl, but this health condition seems to be putting a strain on her. My thoughts and prayers go out to her. Nidal is so fed up with you guys shipping him with Salish. But before Nidal blames the fans, I think this guy is at fault. I mean, he basically created this ship for clout and it worked. So how did Nidal break Salish's heart, you may ask? Well, seems like Nidal is so fed up when people mention her name and gives a really weird response to fans asking him about Salish. He told this one fan to make herself useful just because she asked, do you like Salish or not? Yikes. Another fan commented, do you like Salish? And he replied, get a life. Oh my gosh.
God.
I mean, his behavior is kind of off, but what makes this so much worse is that he actually reposted this video on his TikTok. Oh my gosh. I wonder what happened between the two, because this is some messy, messy tea. What do y'all think? Be sure to let me know in the comments down below.
The LaBrant fam, I think it's no secret that they are not liked. Mostly the parents, not the kids. Savannah and Cole definitely have like a record and are not liked on social media because people think that they are exploiting their children for fame and money. I'm indifferent about this situation, but today I'm going to pull up some old receipts from Cole's old Twitter account, and you guys can be the judge whether or not you think Cole is a terrible person. Now keep in mind, these are things he said years ago, and I'm sure since apologized. And honestly, I don't believe in cancel culture, but a lot of the things he said are unhinged, and I thought since the internet has been dragging these two for so long, I will just do a video about them and let you guys be the judge on whether or not you are team Cole and Savannah or not. Keep in mind, Cole and Savannah are like hardcore Christians, so a lot of things that they say is a bit controversial, but everyone is allowed to their own opinion and beliefs and whatnot, so keep that in mind. Let's get started. Is a terrible thing. I have so much compassion for all victims. However, rape is less than 0.5% of all abortions. It is very uncommon. I would strongly encourage my daughter to have the baby. I would happily love and raise the baby as my own if she did not want to. I may just wait 20 years for David Beckham's 3-year-old daughter because God knows she's going to be gorgeous. To those of you saying depression and anxiety are a result of chemical imbalance in your brain, try this. Surround yourself with good people, work out more, breathe, drink water more, eat more fruits and vegetables, make your bed, shower more, get some more sun, get off your phone, stop drinking and using drugs. None of that helps. I feel like mental illness is taken so unseriously, and like, not gonna lie, that tweet triggered me. No longer a virgin, marriage rocks. First off, we don't use our children for fame. We hate the fame. It's the worst part of what we do. Savannah and I both have a large following before ever posting our kids. They're our kids and our pride and joy, so of course we include them in everything we do now. I agree that both homosexuality and divorce are equally wrong, and that they are a sin just like every other sin. No, I'm not racist. Yes, I support women's rights. Yes, I love all gays. Yes, I love Jesus. Yes, I'm Christian. Yes, I voted for Trump. Which one of these shocked you the most? Comment down below.
A so-called legend trespasses into the Norris Nuts' old home. While the Norris Nuts were not there because they eventually did move, this person decides it's okay to trespass and walks around the property. Shows Flizzy's home, and we can see Flizzy through a window. Now, this is definitely not okay, and it's definitely not the first time this has happened to the Norris Nuts. This happened several times in the past with them, and they even had to get like a security guard dog and put security cameras all over their property. Lucky enough, the Norris Nuts were not at home at the time and did move to their new house in Bondi. But this is definitely not okay. And to the person who did this, if you're watching this, shame on you. This is awful. It's even scary how we can actually see Flizzy walking in her home, not knowing that right next door, someone is trespassing into her family's old home. Very creepy, very disturbing. What do y'all think about this? Be sure to let me know in the comments down below.
I just don't feel good enough or something. Hopefully, like, I can get over this and feel like me again.
It's been no secret Legends noticed Brooke, who is usually in front of the camera for most of the Norris Nuts vlogs, hasn't been on camera much lately. Legends were left questioning what happened to Brooke until just recently Brooke broke her silence on her random disappearance from their videos. Keep watching to find out what Brooke had to say. Legends are used to the Norris Nuts constantly arguing and sharing their raw sibling relationship with their viewers. But how much is too much? We get that they want to be real and open with their fans, but is sharing too much causing harm for their family? It seems like this is why Brooke stepped away from the camera after all. In a few of their recent videos on their vlog channel, Brooke looks devastated every time her kids Saber, Saki, Biggie and Naz get into an argument. It looks like these arguments have been really taking a toll on Brooke's mental health, and she even says she's quite ashamed how often they argue in videos because friends and family watch their videos and she doesn't want them to see her family in this way. The arguing has gotten so bad it's affecting Brooke's mental health, and she explains that's why she stepped back from filming and didn't want to film anymore and even contemplated quitting YouTube altogether. Do you think the Norris Nuts should stop arguing on camera as much? And do you think the constant arguing is ruining their family? Be sure to let me know in the comments down below.